after I tighten down the arm, then I put the tension on the spring. Remember the spring part, if I get this crap out of the back around here, the spring was up here. Okay, what I did is I took a screwdriver and went underneath and pushed down, and what that did was push this spring right here down underneath the arm, and I pried it backwards and it came underneath the arm and popped up and came into place. And that's what it looks like from this side. And you can see the indicator is in place right here. And when your indicator gets down to right there where it shows against the triangle on the hub, you know that you're going to have to replace the brakes. This is when it's under tension. Okay, now on the other side, we have, this is a transmission, or I'm sorry, the speedometer gear. And what I like to do is put a little bit of, I'm going to take a little bit of this chromallidium or anti-seize. And you want to just put a little bit in here, okay? Remember that this area, this brake does get hot. It gets hot with friction. If you use a low viscosity or high viscosity grease, what happens is this grease is going to come out into the brake proper and get on the brake pads. Remember, any kind of grease like this or any kind of petroleum product like WD-40, anything on these pads is verboten, because it does not work with them at all. And then I like to put a little bit of the anti-seize around here. You want to use enough but to make it work, but you don't want to overdo it. Okay, we've got that on there, right there. And then this is the gear that goes right there. And this gear, like I said, it spins around, and you can put a little bit of, you can put a little bit of extra on it. It doesn't hurt a thing. A little bit of just around the edge right here. That's no problem. And then you can spin it around to, you can see the gear working right here. If I can prop it up with one hand and show you here. You can see the bottom gear spinning. There's the bottom gear. You can see it spinning. That turns a square shaft in the speedometer cable. The next thing after this goes this is called a dust seal. And it goes in like this. Let's see if I can put this down somewhere. Now I just pried this out with a screwdriver. I pried it out and I clean it and then I put it back in. I've pried these out and cleaned maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 dozen of them. It doesn't hurt them. It just they don't wear out. They're just basically a dust seal. They keep the grease in the speedometer gear. So I'll push this in with my hand, and you can do that. Just make sure you don't get any grease on anything. And then we'll need to put a little bit of the molybdenum on the arm right here so that our brake arms will open and close freely. It doesn't hurt to, just do the job right. And then I like to put a tiny bit along the edge right here, which won't hurt a thing. And I'll show you how this goes together here in a moment. So you can understand it. The more we understand, the more you can see how things work. Now we're going to go over to the front wheel. And I'm cleaning the front wheel right now, but I can give you an idea of what's going on here. This is your front wheel brake drum. And if you notice, it has a couple of cutouts right here, okay, on the wheel. I've just taken the seal, and what that does is that seals this outer edge right here from any brake dust getting inside the worm gear proper. But these, if you'll notice the two little cutouts on the side here of the plastic gear, they fit right here and right here. So as the wheel spins, new patent place, it turns the white plastic gear. The white plastic gear turns the little tiny metal worm gear, which turns the speedometer. So, and then I'm cleaning out. It's still got some stuff in there that I'm using. I'm cleaning out. I'm not going to show you how to pull the bearings on this. Usually the bearings don't run out. They don't cause a problem, but they do, and I can show you how you can tell on those. Usually, let me give you a tip of the day on wheel bearings. On wheel bearings, if they go out, usually what you want to do when you're driving down the road is you want to look out. You can do this on your front wheel, but you want to look out and you want to look down at the front fork right here. If the wheel is spinning out of round, you've got two things wrong. One or two. Either the wheel is bent or your bearings are tits up on that.